Hi, this is Deepak Pant, co-owner of Lexis English Academy. Today, my discussion will be on task 1 types, particularly line graph, bar graph, pie chart and table. I'll be focusing on few things which are required to write task 1 to score good bands. Vocabulary which is required to write task 1 type, which I just mentioned, sentence structures, comparative sentences, prepositions, verb, adverb and adjective. Dear friends, whenever you are going to write task 1, you will come across 3 basic elements: time, data and subject. Like sales of car was 1 lakh in the year 2010. Sales of car is subject. When sales of car happened? In the year 2010. How much was sold? 1 lakh. Sales of car was 1 lakh in the year 2010. So you can observe there are 3 basic elements in this sentence: time, data and subject. Whenever you are going to write a task 1, so you have to clarify these 3 elements. If you are not mentioning these things, the sentence will be incomplete and you will lose band scores. If you are not using this, you have to give a reference, like it was 15 million in the year 2015. So instead of sales of car, you are using the referring word it. So there are 3 basic elements: time, data and subject. I'll focus on every single element in detail as we will progress with the slides. Now, subject. Most of the students, I'll repeat, most of the students make mistake in the subject. Like sales of car was 1 lakh in the year 2010. You can say number of cars sold in the year 2010. The sales figure for car in the year 2010. What I have modified in all these sentences is the subject. Majority of the time the mistake is in the subject, because see, the thing is, you are not going to write 2015 for the year 2010, though this kind of mistake may happen, but the chances are very rare, as far as data is concerned, the chances of making mistake over there are less. Majority of the students make mistake in their subjects. Like in most of the questions you will see subjects are sales of car, sales of chairs, sales of trucks, sales of bricks or sales of household goods, production of something, production of car, production of chairs, production of computers, consumption of a commodity. So you should be able to change the word forms whenever you are writing task 1, like sales of car, number of cars sold, sales figure for car, like production of car, manufacturing of car, the number of car manufactured. So this way you are changing the sentence in different ways. What happens when you do that is that your sentences, your phrases, your words do not appear to be repetitive. So practice how to change the word order, how to use different word forms whenever you are mentioning subject in your task 1 sentence. Like the task 1 will be about population, participation of people of different age groups, expenditure on a commodity, like expenditure on household goods, expenditure on food, emission of something, price of a commodity, like price of car, cost of car, emission, the amount of carbon emitted, the amount of carbon released. These sort of vocabularies and word forms, like word forms, by word forms I mean the variation of a word, like emission, emitted. So when you use different word forms of a particular word, it is not a repetition. I repeat, the number of car produced, car production was. So in this way, produce and production, these are different word forms, and this is not considered as repetition of vocabulary. So dear friends, practice these sort of common subjects which you generally come across while writing task 1. So it will help you in not repeating same subject in all of your sentences. Now we'll move further. Data. Only 4 things happen with data. Either a data increases, like sales of car, death rate, population, participation of students in something, like the data, whatever the data will be, only 4 things will happen. Either it will increase or it will decrease, and it can fluctuate or it will remain same. Only 4 things will happen. So you should have enough vocabulary so that you won't repeat when you are going to describing the changes in data. If the change is positive, if there is an increasing sort of trend in the data, so you should have enough vocabulary so that you do not repeat certain types of vocabulary. So I'll focus on the vocabulary. Whenever you have to mention increase, there are various synonyms of increase. So increased, inclined, went up, rose, grew, surged, soared, and skyrocketed. Skyrocketed is a strong verb. Do not use it whenever you are showing a small change. When there is a huge change, only then you should use it. Otherwise, it will appear as exaggeration of something. Now I'll move further. Some words which describe decrease. Declined, went down, dipped, slipped, dropped, plummeted, plunged. And you should also practice how to use it. The sales of car declined. The population went down. The sales figure dipped in the year 2010. The number of deaths due to cancer slipped to 1 lakh. The sales figure for cars dropped. Production of car plummeted. Production of trucks plunged. Here, plummeted and plunged are strong verbs. When there is a massive decrease, only then you should use these 2 verbs, plummeted and plunged. If we move further, whenever you have to express, whenever there is stagnancy in the data, when the sales of car is same, so you can use certain vocabs. The sales of car remained stable, the sales of car remained steady, the sales of car remained constant, the sales of car remained same, the sales of car reached a plateau, sales of car remained unchanged, sales of car remained balanced at. You have to mention the figure. So this way you can use variety of vocabulary. Again, if there is a lot of fluctuation, the sales of cars fluctuated, the sales of car varied. Similarly, whenever you are going to show a change in the data, whether the change happened quickly or slowly, for that you have to use adverbs. Like something happens, it happens in a certain way, like I'm speaking slowly, I'm speaking loudly. So how am I speaking? Slowly or loudly? So these words specify adverbs. So you can use these sort of adverbs to show how the change has happened. If the change has happened quickly, if the sales of car increased quickly, then you can say the sales of car increased rapidly. Sales of car increased quickly. The sales of car increased sharply, remarkably, considerably, dramatically, noticeably, swiftly, significantly. When the change is quick, like the change is fast. If the sales of car is increasing at a constant pace or a similar pace, then you can say it increased steadily, constantly, continuously, consistently. If the increase happened in a very slow manner, then you can say the sales of car increased slowly, gradually, slightly. Dear friends, here I have increased the size of the word the. Whenever you are going to mention time, you should use the. Whenever you are using it in this way, in the year 2010. I see most of the students do not write this the. Whenever you are going to write year and the number, at that time you should use the word the. The article the will always be there. When you are not using the word year in 2010. At that time, you do not need to use the word the. Please make sure most of the students, I'll say 90% of the students make these mistakes. So please avoid that. Here are some prepositions. When we are going to talk about the year, in the year 2010, in the year 2015, in the year 2016, or in the year 1947, India got its independence. So, for years, you will be using the preposition in. For country, in USA, the sales of car was 1 million. So, for country, in preposition will be used. In Delhi, in New York. Similarly, for data, the sales of car was highest at 10 million. So, the at preposition is used when you are going to mention the data. The sales of car was highest with. This way you can use this preposition. Whenever you are going to show an increase or decrease over there, you have to use the preposition to. Like, whenever you write a letter from X to Y, whenever there is an increase, the increase will happen from one point to another point. So you will say the sale of car was 1 lakh in the year 2010, 1 lakh. From here, the sales of car was 1 lakh in the year 2010 and it increased to 2 lakh in the year 2015. So over there you have to use the preposition to, because it is shifting from one point to another point, or it is decreasing. The sales of car was 10 lakh in the year 2016 and it decreased to 1 lakh in the year 2020. So from when the change in the data is happening from one point to another point, especially in case of increase and decrease, you have to use the preposition to. Whenever you are going to specify the difference in the sales, at that time you have to use by. The sales of car increased by 2 lakh, which means it increased, there was an increase of 2 lakh in the sales. So the sales of car was highest in the year 2010, where it stood at 10 million. So this way stood at can be used to specify the data. The sales of car was highest in 2010, which accounted for 10 million. So this way you can use the prepositions while specifying the data. And whenever you are going to mention the figures, when you do not have the exact figure, like when there is no exact data, like 10 million, 11 million, 13 million, you have a rough idea, then you can say it is, when the sale is around 9.9798, then you can say it is around 10 million, billion. Approximately, the sales of car was approximately 10, when it is very near to 10 or near around, near about. And if it is the sales is little more than a particular figure, or then you can say little more than. When it is less than, the sales of car was little less than. So a little above, a little below. The sales of car was almost 10 million, when the figure is somewhere close. These sort of word you can use to specify data when you do not have the exact figure. Moving further, now my focus will be on the sentences. Till now I have discussed verbs, adverbs and prepositions required in writing task 1. Now I'm going to focus on the type of sentences. Whenever you are going to write a task 1, so these 3 elements are required. As I mentioned, for line graph, bar graph, table and pie chart. Here you can see, dear students, as you can see, 3 elements are present in this sentence. The sales of car in the year 2010 was 1 million. The sales of car is the subject. In the year 2010 is the time, was 1 million is the data. So all 3 elements are there. So just to avoid repetition, you can change the word order. You can change the placement of time, subject or data. Like now you can start the sentence with the time. In the year 2010, sales of car was 1 million. You can see we have changed the word order. Another way of writing this sentence is, you can start with the data. 1 million cars were sold in the year 2010. This is one of the simple way to avoid the repetitive sentence structure, right? Now, these are simple sentences and you won't be able to get good score, but one should know how to make simple sentences. If you know how to make simple sentences, only then you will be able to make compound and complex sentences. Now, one step ahead. Now, compound sentences and the use of to and by preposition. The sales of car in the year 2010. Here you can see the sales of car indicates the subject. What we are talking about over here, the sales of car. In the year 2010, it is specifying the time. Was 1 million. It is specifying the data. And is a connector and it is increasing the length of the sentence. And it is a reference of the sales of car and it increased to 3 million. It was 1 and it increased to 3 million in the year 2011. So you can see before and 3 elements are there. Sales of car, subject. In the year 2010, time was 1 million, data, and the rest of the sentence, again, it is the reference to the subject. It specifies sales of car. 3 million, data. Year 2011. This way, the complete information is there and chances of making mistake are less. If you understand the structure, you can change the word order, vocabulary, you can play with words and you can write the same sentence in variety of ways, right? Similarly, when we here we used the preposition to from point 1 to point 2, like here it was 1 million, it increased to 3. Now, whenever we are going to use the preposition by, we will show the difference. See, it was 1 and it increased to 3. So the difference is 2. So rather than using the preposition to, we can use the preposition by. The sales of car, same in the year 2010, same was 1 million, same, and it increased by. Now we will specify the difference. By 2 million in the year 2011, which means it increased by 2 million. That means it was 3 million in the year 2011. So this is how to use to and by preposition correctly, and you can make compound sentence as well. Now we'll move further. Little twist, little change in the same sentence. The sales of car increased from 1 to 3. You can say in another way. The sales of car in the year 2010 was 1 million and it tripled in the year 2011. Or you can say and there was a threefold increase in the year 2010. These are some different ways through which you can write the same sentence. There are many other ways, but just to show you, you can write a sentence in variety of ways. Now, this is another way of writing task 1 sentences, when you can start your sentence with adjective, like in the previous examples, previous slides I showed you where I started the sentence with the subject like sales of car, or with time in the year 2010, sales of car, or you can start with the data, 1 million cars were sold, or data. Here you can start your sentence with adjective, a significant increase, a significant decrease, a gradual increase, a minor increase. So whatever you observe in the data, if there is a big increase, you can say remarkable increase, dramatic increase, noticeable increase. If there is a small increase, you can say minor increase, little increase, right? Or even if there is a decrease, you can use, if the decrease is big, then you can use these words, significant, remarkable, dramatic. If the increase is small, minor increase, small decrease, minor decrease, a little decrease was observed in the sales of car. So you can start your sentence with adjective. So I'll start with this example, a significant increase. Now you expect to see an increase. So it will, one has to show increase from point 1 to point B. A significant increase in what? In the sales of car was observed, or was noticed, was seen. You can use, it in many different ways. Was observed from the year 2010 with 1 million, again the preposition with 1 million to 3 million in the year 2011. From to and we started with the adjective phrase. A significant increase, now you expect to see an increase. So increase is here from 1 to 3. If you say a significant decrease, so you expect, fall from big figure to the small figure. Now, a significant increase, you can say with another word, a significant incline, a significant surge can be observed, or a significant surge, incline in the sales of car was observed, noticed, you can say, or was seen from the year 2010, where it was least with 1 million to 3 million in the year 2011, which was highest. So you can use adjective to write another type of sentence in task 1. Now I'll move further. Whenever you write task 1, there should be logical grouping. What it means exactly? If you go through the band descriptors of writing, there is one key thing which examiners observe is the progression of information and logical grouping. Progression like the biggest figure, the second highest, then the smaller one, then the smallest one. So logical grouping is there, or you are writing the whole task 1 with the progression of years, 2010 sales, 11, 12, 13 and so on and so forth. Or you can do logical grouping like highest, lowest, second highest, respectively sentence, and this way. So respectively, practice this type of sentence. It is quite easy. I won't recommend this type of sentence to students who are targeting the band score of 8, 9 or even 7. So when there is a lot of data in the task, then you can make this type of sentence. The sales of car was 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh in the year 2010, 11 and 13 respectively. It specifies the sales of car in 3 different years. You can make a sentence by using this word respectively. So you can see an example. Sales of cars, trucks and bikes in the year 2010 were 1 million, 5 million and 7 million respectively. The sales of car was second highest in the year so and so. So this way you can make another sentence when the next data where it is at the third position, you can make a sentence with followed by its sales at the figure which is third highest. So this way, and when there is a surprising element, if there is similarity in the sales, if there is a least sales, there is a bit of surprising element in it. So over there you can use a sentence with these words. Surprisingly, the sales of car was least in the year 2010 at 1 million. So noticeably, the sales of car was least in the year 2010 at 1 million. So this way you can make a sentence. So logical grouping of information is necessary to get good band score in task 1. I'll move further. Major thing, you have to show comparison of data. Whenever you are going to write task 1, in body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2, you have to do comparison as well as reporting. Whenever I say you have to make comparative sentences in task 1, some students do not get it in one go. Even if they have good English, they are good in grammar, they are not very comfortable in making comparative sentences. So let me try to explain it in a layman's term. What is the difference between comparison and reporting? For example, an accident has happened on the GT road. A reporter goes there. What a reporter is going to do? He is going to report only. An accident happened on the GT road. 2 people died, 3 are injured, and injured are in the hospital. So what he did, whatever he observed, he just reported. So he didn't do any comparison. Like last year, the number of accidents were this much, now this year. So no comparison is there. So what he simply did the reporting. Most of the students, when they are beginners, what they do is they simply report. They do not compare. Like the sales of car was 1 lakh in the year 2010. It was 3 lakh in the year 2011. The sales of car was 5 million in the year 2017. What they are doing, they are simply reporting. Whatever they are seeing in the data, in the figure, they are simply reporting. And you are not going to get good band score if you do that. So you have to do comparison. For doing comparison, you should use these connectors. However, while, whereas, in comparison to, as compared to, or in contrast to. So these are connectors which you have to use while making comparative sentences. So I'll show you the usage of these connectors in the next slide. Sales of car, subject is there, was highest in the year 2015 at 5 million. You can use whereas, or you can use however, or you can use while. This way, it was least in 2010 with 1 million. So we have done comparison of highest and least. You can start your sentence with this connector. You can start your sentence with whereas, however, or while. So when you are going to start your sentence with this connector, there should be a comma in between. So whereas the sales of car was highest in the year 2015 at 5 million, comma, it was least in 2010 with 1 million. So you have to use one word, whereas, or however, or while. Similarly, you can use these phrases as well: in comparison, as compared to, in contrast to. In comparison to should be there. In comparison to the sales of car in the year 2015 with 5 million, which was highest, its sale was least at 1 million in 2010. Here I have shown you the usage of all different connectors, or you can say conjunctions, to do comparison, like the usage of whereas, however, while, or you can begin your sentence with whereas, however, while, or you can use these phrases, right? Thank you for giving your precious time, and I wish all of you a good luck who are about to appear in their exam. Thank you.